Hey, second graders, how is it going with fractions? Hopefully you're getting it and having some fun with it. So this week, I'm just going to review a little bit of what you've done and then talk about something that's you'll be working on that's a little different this week. Okay? All right, so with our fractions, let's review. We have some circles here, and how many total circles we have is the bottom number of the fraction. Okay, it's how many parts in our whole group. There are 5 parts. Okay, if I said what fraction of these circles are blue, we'd say 2, which would go on top. 2 out of the 5 are blue. So 2/5 are blue. Okay, do you remember what the top number is called? It is the numerator. And the bottom number is called the denominator. Numerator, denominator. Go ahead and say it. Numerator, denominator. Okay? Remember, the bottom number is how many parts are in the whole thing. Okay, so if we go over here to our pizza, how many parts are in the whole pizza? There are 8 parts. That's our denominator. How many parts are shaded red? What fraction of the pizza is shaded red? And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eighths. 5 eighths are shaded red, or 5 out of 8 parts. Okay? If you want to pause and go get your workbook really quick, that would be helpful. Okay, you can do it along with me. So I am going on page 107. Okay? Page 107. On the very bottom question, number 8, it says, a group of 11 teenagers went for a concert. I guess they went to a concert. 5/11 of them were girls. How many boys were there? Okay. Do you remember that a whole is the top has to be the same as the bottom number for a fraction. So in this whole group of teenagers, there are 11 teenagers, right? Okay. So we want this top to be 11 to make the whole group. But right now what we have are 5 out of the 11 kids are girls. And we need to find out how many are boys. Okay? So what plus 5 equals 11? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 6. Okay? So 5 plus 6 equals 11. And 11 just stays the same because that's how many in the group. So 6 out of 11 are boys. All right, I did that one together because it's a little bit difficult. All right. Okay, let's move on to kind of the new stuff that you'll have this week. And what it is a fraction of a set. Okay, so I have an example here. This is like my whole group of circles, okay? But there's a lot of equal sets in the circle. We got equal, 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 all these equal sets or parts to our whole group of circles, okay? So because they're equal, we can do this a little bit differently. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts of our whole group of circles. There's 6 equal parts, okay? And if I said how many sets are green, we could say 2 out of the 6 equal sets. So 2/6, okay? All right, so just because there's a lot of little parts in the set, they're still all equal. So you can kind of make that easier instead of counting each one. All right, which would be 18. So, all right, so let's do a couple of these together because it's kind of hard to wrap your brain around this. If you'll go to page 108, the top, it says what fraction of the fruit is made up of apples? And they've already circled, I have it right here. They've already circled the sets, okay? They're equal sets. There's 2 pieces of fruit in each set. All right, so there's 5 groups there. Okay, so we're working with fifths. And so it says under it, blank part apples. So how many groups of apples do you have in that? Well, I see 4 groups of pears and 1 group of apples. So you have 1 part apples, and then this says equal parts. And there are 5 equal parts. Then it goes on to show you this. Kind of putting it into a fraction. So 1/5 is your answer there. Under that, it says what fraction, show ya. I don't have the book, I just have these. It says what fraction of the fruit are pears? Okay, so there are 4 out of the 5 parts are pears. Okay, so you're still doing fractions, it just looks a little bit different. All right. So what you have this week are in your workbook pages 105 to 111. You'll have a little bit of this fractions of a set, and you'll have a little bit of review. And then you have a little packet that was in week 4's folder. So that's just some more practice of this fraction stuff. All right, have a great week. Talk to you later.